Hold on tight. We're in for an exciting one under the lights on Sunday night.
As we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll close another Sunday of football with a great matchup between the visiting team and our home team. I'm Kate Scott, joining me as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL divisional round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I get to use, Brock, as do all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kate. With every one of these playoff rounds, that pressure just grows. It increases. That Super Bowl gets closer and closer. And your game, well, it's got to increase with it. If you can't take your level of play up a notch from the previous week, can't rise to the occasion and find that extra gear befitting the situation we're in, well, that's the week you're going to be sent home and be a fan like the rest of us.
Only one spot remaining in Conference Championship Weekend. Let's see who claims it. We're underway in the divisional round finale. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Rookie from Florida in on that stop.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. So here comes this offense as they get set for their opening drive. Bringing them out to 4th overall pick in 2023 out of Florida, a super athlete at quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that when Anthony Richardson came out of the draft out of Florida, he was the greatest all-around athlete we'd ever seen at quarterback. 240 pounds, running 4.4, jumping 40 inches. He was the envy of defensive ends and linebackers that couldn't put up those numbers. Now, it's taken all those athletic traits and squeezing them into the quarterback position, maximizing all that physical talent to become the superstar he can be.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Hits him on the out route. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He finds Ward. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up a Houston first. New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll run here on first down. Open space inside the 40. And he has this all the way down to the 23. It's a 31-yard play. And it sets up a Houston first.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the second level and beyond.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Play action with Richardson. Has it down close. And in for the Houston touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one right down the middle. And these guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Returning it from the 4. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. Find you those easy check down yards.
And they can't jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down, ball at the 36. To the air, Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down around the 34. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Lone back gets the handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Third down, it's Mahomes. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, but ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point gain.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Another carry for him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you to recycle it. Save it for later, for that next third down coming.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. It is caught left side. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. Gets this to Woods. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's a give up the middle. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just And some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And a 4-point lead, it shall remain.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
Another drive coming up for this offense. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Man in motion out of the slot. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Launches one deep downfield. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. Scooped up by the defense.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. They left a few on the table there last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. New set of downs for him at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Finds a man right side. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. That'll do it for one quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Houston in just a moment. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Back-to-back carries here. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Brushes him off with ease. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
On first down, it's Richardson. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And oh, he got it! Interception!
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Now this offense getting set to work here. They lost it in enemy territory their last time out. Never a spot you want to fumble. So I imagine, Brock, it's going to be two hands on the football as they return to the field. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the well again. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? It did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Throwing on 3rd and long. That one's complete, right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. The running back gets it on the draw. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Now Richardson to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. To throw, Richardson. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
The offense headed back to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Woo! I am not sure how we didn't see a safety right there. Oh, my gosh. I don't think I'm the only one nervous in the building because that QB kept going back and back. It was heading right for disaster, but saved himself just a couple yards short.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Plowing up the middle. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only 1 yard there. Not much of a dent for them, though. They're facing 3rd and a mile. Playing favorites with the fullback here. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A 6-yard run, and now they've got 4th down.
Yeah, I know you can read your partner right now, Kate. You know I'm smiling because that was a callback to the early days of football when fullbacks, fullbacks, not running backs, they were the one that led the ground game. He didn't stop at a yard or two, He ripped off a nice chunk for them right there.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Some guys, you just have to account for them, especially middle linebackers. I remember Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, it just felt like their presence took up the entire field. And this linebacker today, we had the interception earlier, a sack right now, you've got to start figuring out a plan for him or he will take over this game.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Richardson. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Started a little slow, but we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down throw here from Richardson. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it sets up a Houston first. Richardson. He's got a man left. And this is down all the way to the 3. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the red zone now. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Needing 10 yards now as they line up. It's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! These guys grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Lining up now to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And his guys drive their lead to 11. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They take over on offense now pretty late in this first half. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They probably try to get this into field goal range to trim that lead before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
I think that time the defense was thinking a run play was going to come at him, right? Actually, most of us probably thought that was the right call. Still, wasn't a problem for them to adapt and get into coverage and force now a 4th down.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Secures this at the 17. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Motioning one of the tight ends. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. So we're to halftime in this fight for a spot in the NFC Championship game. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. One of these two teams is going to move on to the conference championship. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. We saw a strong first half out of the mobile quarterback, Anthony Richardson. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play. With that, the 2 squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to Kay Scott and Brock Hewlett.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. This return starts at the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The home teams and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. First down, ball at the 36. Throwing now, Richardson. Short pass brought in. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
All in left side.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
The give here on second. Jukes out a 1-stop, and he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Play action with Richardson. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
They give it to him up the middle. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup. That moves him a little bit closer. 3rd and goal coming up. Here's Richardson. They get to him and bring him down. And the pressure drives them backwards.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that extends their lead to 14.
Here in the 3rd quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, well, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Here comes their offense out again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. On 1st down, they'll run. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Throw left side, complete. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one. Kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
Third down, it's Mahomes. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
He feels this at the 18. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Now, elsewhere on the return, there's an injured player in need of some attention, which he will get as trainers head his way. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Caught by his back. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32. Gets this to Woods. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now he takes it, and he's brought.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 36. Finds a man right side. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. To throw, Richardson. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Now Richardson to throw. Completed to his running back. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and they netted some positive yards.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Richardson. He rolls to... Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
You know, we do enough of these games, Kate, and I am a big fan of creativity. And the QBs today are some of the best to ever do it. But that's a situation where you got to know on 1st down, it's not time to be creative, especially if you feel the heat coming defensively. Just find a way to throw that sucker in the 1st row.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Richardson. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And these guys stretch their lead to 21. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Got his target, it's Baker. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. Their ball and they trail here, need to erase that deficit or their postseason is over. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. To the ground it goes, that's incomplete.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
And this is a nice gain that stopped at the 47. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete out to the right side. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Offense going for it here. 4th and 5. They'll go. It's Mahomes. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Putting the tight end in motion. On 1st down, it's Richardson. Finds him over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up a Houston 1st. Handoff now out of the gun. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. These guys keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot.
So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. That one splits the uprights. And his guys grow their lead yet again. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Return starts at the 3. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes now. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's brought down after a short gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Finds his man over. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the defense.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Oh, love this. He gets another one. Keep feeding that fullback, baby. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Handoff now from the gun. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Here's Mahomes. Hauled in left side. And they get this down to the 28. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
And he's brought down for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10 from the 41. Simple dive up the middle. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs. It gets the better defenses in this league.
And he's able to get this down to the 36. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. These guys started celebrating this win a while ago. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Another carry for him. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first. They give it to him again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. This celebration begins for our winners, as we'll see you next time from Houston.